Alright, so here we have the beta here, and this part I'm just going to talk a little bit about the fast forward and rewind buttons. If I go ahead and play this,
He'd carry me into the cafeteria.
you can see that it's playing 7 minutes 49 seconds. If I press and hold this, then yeah, it starts playing very quickly, and the time does increment by 6 seconds for about every second that I hold the button down. And that's fine. If I'm looking at it right here, I can say, oh, okay, I need to get to 10 minutes. So here I go to 10 minutes, and I'm looking at the screen, and I stop right about there. Okay? And that's fine if I'm looking at the screen. If I'm not, though, then I sort of have to count in my head a little bit. All right, I'm going ahead 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds, off. So it's just, I mean, it's your own personal preference, I guess. My preference is to have it so that I can click this, 2 times and it would go ahead, 20 seconds, or click back and it would go ahead, it would go back by 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. To me, the old behavior was a lot easier to understand and to gauge where you want to go. Like right now I'm at 10:10. If I wanted to go ahead a minute, I would just hit this a couple times and I know that it would go ahead by so many seconds. That to me makes more sense, but whatever is needed. The problem I have is this: if I'm listening to this, okay, I know I can tap and hold this button and it'll go back by about 15 seconds each time. I understand that, but if I accidentally hit this, it goes to a whole nother podcast. And okay, that's fine, but that was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that, so I want to get back to where I was. I can't just hit this forward button and go back. It won't do that. To get back to the episode I wanted, I have to actually go back out to the list and find the one I was listening to and then click it. And even after clicking it, I still have to click play right there, and then I'm back to where I was. So that to me is a little confusing. I can use the back button to, if I tap the back button, I go back to a different episode, but then if that was a mistake, I can't just hit this button here, the forward button, to get back to where I was. I have to actually go out to the list again. So again, it's playing, I accidentally hit this button, I'm on a different episode. Now in order to get back, like I said, I can't just hit right here.
1943, while the hot wind blew outside,
I have to go back
and I first saw
out here,
John Wayne. Worse.
like that.
The work he said was steady.
Okay, so that right there is a little confusing. If you accidentally hit that back button, suddenly you're on a different episode, and there's no easy way to get back to it.
We were all healthy, so
On the
we could do
road,
without benefits.
accidental tap, I'm on a different episode. How do I get back? I have to go out to the list and choose on the road again. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, okay, well see, I just did something there I didn't mean to do. It's a little, I don't know, it's a little touchy when that comes up. Sometimes it comes up when I want, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, I assume there must be a way to get that unhidden, so I'll have to figure that out. Alright, real quick, okay, I looked through and I wasn't able to find a way to unhide an episode that's been hidden. And like as you saw, that was totally accidental. I didn't mean for that to slide up, and I was trying to get that to go away, and I hit the hide button. And so now that podcast isn't there anymore, and I assume I could just unsubscribe and resubscribe to this podcast and it would come back. But that seems like there should be a way to unhide something if you've accidentally unhid it. Luckily, I did have that in a playlist already, so it's right here on the playlist on the road, so I can still listen to it. But it is hidden, and I don't see any way in the settings or anywhere here to get hidden podcasts back. So there you go.